Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Best of 2017 on the Dice Tower. And today I want to talk about games with some really cool theming this year. I like theme in games. Don't get me wrong, I like abstract games, but I like when a game has a really unique theme or it takes a theme and really does something interesting with that theme. I think that's really important because you can get people to play a game where they might not otherwise because they enjoy the theme. And for me and many other people, theme really enhances the experience of a game. So here's my 10 games for this year. Number 10 is a game that I actually call an abstract game, and that's photosynthesis. And you say, wait a minute, you just call it an abstract game. Well, it is in essence, but even though it's an abstract game, the theming works, and the theming is unique and interesting, and that is that of planting trees and using the sunlight that those trees get as points that you can use to plant more trees. And the way trees plant and grow, the whole thing makes a lot of sense. It has a very organic feel. It's also an amazingly good game. But my number 10, photosynthesis. Number 9 is Ex Libris. Ex Libris is a game about organizing a magical wizardly library. I tend to like organizing things, right? So this one works for me, but in this one you have a bunch of cards with books on them, and they did a fantastic job on the names of these books. There's like a ton of cards, and everyone is different. And you are sitting there trying to put these cards in your library and stack them in such a way to get points, because you get points for various cards and how they are, but also putting them in alphabetical order by any means possible if you can. That just works superbly well. I like the whole theming of this, and this whole fantasy library thing also works. I think it works even better than if it had been, a typical library from today. Number 8 is Assault of the Giants. This is from WizKids Games. And when I first heard about this, and each person's a faction of giants, and I was like, okay, so if everyone's a giant, then no one's a giant, right? Well, that's not true, because in this game there's also some little humans running around as giant killers. And in this game, each person controls a group. You might be the weak hill giants, but there's a lot of you, all the way up to the powerful storm giants, but there's a few of them. And each giant has very specific things they're trying to do. The hill giants are getting food to feed their boss. Some giants are just trying to start the world on fire. Meanwhile, sending off the hunters at each other. It just has a really cool theme, really cool miniatures. I was really impressed with this one. That is Assault of the Giants. Number 7 is A Tale of Pirates. This is a real-time strategy game, cooperative game, in which players are using timers. And in fact, I almost, there's been a lot of those games that came out this year, but I thought this one put the theme in it the best. And so you're putting out timers, and you have this pirate ship, and it's an actual physical pirate ship sitting in the middle of the table, and you're moving the pirate ship, and enemies are coming after you, and you have to fight off the enemies, or you have to go explore for treasure, and you have to avoid storms, and you're doing all this simultaneously. And then there's an app that does an excellent job at providing both sound and music and tells you what to do, a little bit of a randomizer. Just really great across the board. A Tale of Pirates. Number 6 is Viral. Viral is a Dice Tower Essential game, actually. And this theming is you are a virus in a body trying to infect it the best. There's actually several viruses in this person's body, but the doctors are fighting against you. And so you're mutating it, but every once in a while you're getting cleansed out of the body. The doctors have figured and cured you temporarily, then you come back. It's done in a silly way, right? It doesn't take the idea of disease very seriously, kind of slapsticky, and I always say the guy must survive at the end, right? But there's a lot of good choices in the game, and it's interesting as you move, and also the connections between the different organs with the veins and capillaries. That's well done. It makes sense, but it also is a good game. Number 5 is Summit. Summit is about climbing a mountain. Now, you can play Summit cooperatively or competitively. I've known a lot of people, several of the podcasts and Dice Tower Network, love this game competitively. I prefer it cooperatively, but it really gives you the idea of we need to climb this mountain, and you're climbing it. It's a really cool looking board. You're finding different things as you climb the mountain. Sometimes you go a certain direction. That's not the best way. Some ways are slower. Negative things are happening to you. You have these Sherpas who are with you, who are carrying stuff for you. You got to make sure you have enough oxygen and food, and it's not that difficult of a game to understand. It's not the easiest cooperative game, but it's not a difficult game to understand, but it offers a lot of choices, and it's pretty, that ease of this is what you're doing branches out, and there's a lot of things going on. Really recommend it. Summit. Number 4 is Alexandria. This one, I was interested in the theme as soon as I heard about it. It's about the burning of the library at Alexandria, and you are rescuing things from the library, and the board is going to shrink as the game goes by. I didn't realize just how thematic the game is. Each of the 4 characters in the game is extremely different, has their own agenda. One of them is setting the fire, and rescuing books and people and artifacts. And it just has that really strong dose of what are we going to do next type thing to it. Alexandria. Number 3 is Dinosaur Island. This one is essentially Jurassic Park, the board game. Now, there's several of these games that are coming out in the future. This one is the first, and I'm so glad. It's like, why didn't anyone... Jurassic Park came out in 95. Why hasn't anyone made a movie till now? I mean, a game about it till now that was good. In this game, you have your own theme park, and you're getting dinosaurs. And you can start with some, boring dinosaur, but why not get those T-Rexes and Raptors in there? And Spinosauruses and things. But if you do have these big dinosaurs, they can break out and eat people, which will cause you to lose points. So there's a lot. It's a good, strong worker placement game, but it has that whole, we need to get the genes here, and then build the right proper dinosaurs, and also why not throw in a Ferris wheel while we're at it. Number 2 is Spirit Island. Spirit Island from Greater Than Games is a really cool theme where you are spirits on an island. And this island has some natives. Everyone's living peacefully and happily. Yay. And then these colonists come and they're trying to take over the island and fight the natives. And you as spirits are like, that's not happening on our watch. So you come out, the fire spirit, the water spirit, the spirit of dreams, the nightmare spirit, the wind spirit, and you all have very unique powers. It's a cooperative game. It's very difficult, but the theme just comes through all these different cards, and you're doing a tidal wave, or you're waking people up in the middle of the night. It's really cool stuff. Highly recommend it. Spirit Island. And the most thematic game of the year, most distinctive theme, is not even my favorite game on this list, but I cannot deny that this War of Mine. This War of Mine is based on a video game, and in this game, it's the same as a video game. You are some civilians living in a war-torn zone. You're working together as a group. You're in this house, and you need food. You need water. You need medicine. Things get worse from day to day, so you're sending people out on expeditions. This game comes with a book and cards, and so many things can happen. Other people will come and try to raid and steal food at night from you. You may end up doing some horrible things just to stay alive. It's a depressing game, but at the same time, it really shows you, hey, war, especially for those who are not participating in war, is a horrible thing. And every part of this game makes sense thematically. It just matches across the board. It's a sobering game. I don't think I come out of it going, woo, we won. It's a tough thing. But can't deny an amazing theme, this War of Mine. Those are my top 10 distinctive themes of 2017. Am I right? Am I wrong? What did I miss? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and this has been Best of 2017 on the Dice Tower.